I saved these for you, Bart. You'll always have them to remind you of the time when you were the whole world's special little guy.
I've had a couple of setbacks trying to get this video done or even started. But now that all of that is out of the way, let's get to it. But before we get to it, let's take a look back at the 1990 and 2000 action figures of Bart Simpson.
Gangway, man! I'm out of here, man.
Come back here, you!
It's the Simpsons from Mattel.
Don't have a cow, Homer. Not so fast. Eat my shorts, Nelson. Eat this. Can it, Simpson?
The Simpsons figures, sofa, and boob tube sold separately, only from Mattel.
Ay, caramba!
These figures came with 6 points of articulation: head, shoulders, waist, and legs. This Bart Simpson came with 2 accessories: his skateboard and an accessory that they all came with, a little plastic bubble to make them look like they're talking with a bunch of phrases in them. As you can see, it's an okay likeness to Bart Simpson. Being a 34-year-old toy, he still looks great. Paint on this figure has held up pretty okay. He's got his orange shirt, which actually looks orange, unlike other figures we'll see in the future. The cards look a little simple, but one of the great little details that they put in is the figure you're buying is the figure plastered on that card. Look at Homer. Look at Bartman. On the back you got an animation of all the figures that you can collect with mini bios of them here. Let's take a look at the next figure.
Simpson figures and talking sets. You'll love them.
Donuts.
No, the figures. Stop.
You're the man, Homer.
Finally, Simpson figures and talking sets sold separately.
Ay, caramba!
The 2000s Bart Simpson by Playmates came with a bunch of accessories, 4, including Santa's Little Helper. I got them all in a bucket. Here is Bart Simpson. As you can see, the color did not last very long on his eyes. That's a big problem on a lot of these Playmates action figures. The color in the eyes get rubbed off real easy. He looks pretty good, but unfortunately he's only got 4 points of articulation: head, shoulders, waist. But one of the great features in these action figures are the little personalized magnets on the bottom, where you could place the figures in environments and they talk, but you need to get the environments in order to hear them talk. Bart Simpson's likeness is pretty good, a lot better than the previous one. It's just the paint job on those eyes really ruin it. The cards, this screams The Simpsons. Look at this with all the quotes on the sides and the figure that you're gonna buy at the bottom, and you kind of know what he's gonna say in that environment.
When I grow up, I want to be a principal or a caterpillar.
You've got basically a bio of The Simpsons show, the environments that he works in, and the other figures in this series that you can collect with other environments that you can buy and collect. Unfortunately, unlike the previous box, you don't have a big old Ralph Wiggum. I guess it was a little cheaper, and with all the accessories that they came with, they had to cut corners somewhere. Taking a look at the boxes, this one seems a little simple with the white background. This one pops at you with the yellow, but I'm going to pick this one right here. That looks just classic, especially with the actual character that you're purchasing splattered big time right there. Now let's take a look at the 2024 release of Bart Simpson.
Bring home toys inspired by your favorite animated family, The Simpsons. From the hilarious Homer to the neighborly Ned Flanders, there are so many iconic characters to collect. Living Room Diorama has multiple interactive features. Sorry, Homer! Larger deluxe figures include accessories and complete posability to recreate those hilarious moments. Hang out with the plush Homer and the family. Collect all your favorite Springfield characters and imagine yourself in the world of Springfield today.
Each sold separately.
The box, white background. This looks really, really good with all the characters all over the place. But looking at this, That looks really good. I wish we would have gotten a huge Bart Summer around here because there's so much empty space all over the place. Look at this. It wasn't even necessary to put them in a box like this. You'll have the character that you're purchasing on the side right here, and then you'll have them nicely posed on the back with all the figures that you can collect at the bottom. And after that, well, there ain't much to it. It's a box. You could probably put the figure back in there if you wish to display it again. As a kid, I'd probably toss this because this is nothing like the original G.I. Joes, Transformers, WWF, Superpowers, where you keep the card back because it's exciting, because it has more stuff to look at while you're playing with your toy. This box, I'm not going to keep. I'm not going to put Bart back in there. He's going to stay out. He's going to be posed somewhere. Let's tear into it. The bubble is stuck to the back, okay. And now let's smell them. It smells like brand new, but it smells, oddly enough, this is Bart Simpson and it smells like school supplies. And out of the box, Bart looks pretty darn cool. This looks really nice. And he's got 16 points of articulation. Head, side to side, shoulder, G.I. Joe swivel arm, ball jointed elbow, wrist, waist, hip, knees, feet, and his eyes are wonky. His left eye is pointing straight ahead, whilst the right eye is looking just a little up. It's like this, you can't notice. Like this, you can't notice. Like this, he's giving me that Shawn Michaels look. His eyes don't look bad like this, but once you tilt him this way, the articulation on this guy gives you so many possibilities of posing him in different various ways. He's made by Jakks Pacific, which is the same guys who make the fantastic Super Mario toys. And these guys have a lot of articulation as well. The newer ones coming out, they got even more articulation, even for the ones that probably shouldn't have so much articulation. Not only do they make the same 4.5 scale figures for the Simpsons and Super Mario, they also make 2.5 scale figures for both the Simpsons and the Super Mario figures. So these guys have a lot in common. And this definitely looks pretty cool. The skateboard though does not roll nicely. Let's bring in 1990 Bart. Whoa. Seems like just plastic, no metal piece there. There seems to be like a little metal pin that goes all the way across from wheel to wheel. This one is just plastic on plastic. That's why it doesn't go too far. Seeing all the Barts side by side, this looks really nice. The brand new Jakks Bart Simpson is a lot better looking than both the 1990 and 2000s Bart, but those eyes really mess it up. He's a little less yellow, but I think it's more cartoon accurate this way. I don't know why, as the yellow on this guy is a little dark, this guy's just a little darker, but that might be the age. I probably won't start collecting the rest of the line. I will, however, try to get Bartman and Krusty the Clown. My final thoughts. These figures are badass. It's taken 24 years for a company to take that risk and start making the Simpson action figures. The articulation is nice. The look is really good. Maybe a look through their quality control to make sure the eyes align and whatnot. That'd be nice. But other than that, they're really cool. Unfortunately, I spent too much time collecting the 2000s The Simpsons action figures by Playmates that I have so many, I don't have any room for others. The other day when I went toy hunting, I saw a kid and his family, and he got so excited because he found Otto. That warmed my heart because I have not seen a kid get excited to collect toys in a long time. And hopefully that kid finds the rest of the series so he can collect all the ones that he wants. Plus, if he's also into the Super Mario figures, well, check this out. It looks pretty good. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, I'll see you on the next video.
I really do hope you enjoyed this, and I really appreciate your support. Don't send me any money. I don't have any Patreon, so if you could, please just hit that like, hit that subscribe, and maybe share. If you can check out, maybe click this video, or maybe even click whatever that is right here. What is that? How did it get here? Bye!